Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're going to run it. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. The game makes it second and medium. Back's got it again. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that one's picked off. What a play. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Now it's second down here. They'll run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. Punt team ready to boot it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. Returner decides. Time for one more play here in the quarter. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. Sam Houston State is in the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. So it is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He'll hand it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back, finds his target, and it's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. They go with a direct snap. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
LSU has moved into the red zone. They're going to run it here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The defense backed up against their own end zone. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Refusing to be brought down. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looks like LSU has the first down. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. First down, looking to throw the ball, trying to extend the play. He's going to pull it down and run. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Lets it go quickly. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense has picked up the football going the other way.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Second, the coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if Bernie is and that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. They've got a chance here, enough time to try to add some points before halftime. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wide out. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Can he take it all the way? And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, this quarterback's...
Offense comes out to start this drive. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. After second effort, he's brought down, but it's past the marker.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Important second down play coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he's brought down out at the 46. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
I think it says a lot about this coach's confidence that he has in his team, that he sticks to running the football on fourth down. You know, a lot of teams, they might try to get cute, pull out a special play that they've been practicing for weeks.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going. Looking to throw it deep. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a fourth interception in this game. Second down now.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Everybody knows how hard it is to run the ball when you're this close to your own goal line. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to try to run the ball to get it away from the shadow of that goal line. But you got to do a better job than that. You're a yard away from giving up 2 points and a safety because you couldn't hold your own up front.
Third down, backed up, looking to throw again. And looking for a big play here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
That sack sets up a third down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to the go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. It's a quick grab. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Now here's the toss play. Powers through. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And they're able to get him down. Second down and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. It's a shotgun run call. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. As a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Second down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Crucial moment late in the game. 3rd and inches. Which side can impose their will? Direct snap to the back. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, and it's in. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
1st and 10 play coming up. They'll toss it to the right side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Biggest drive of the game right here. Regulation time winding down. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's complete. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the 4th quarter. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The key with these crossing routes is making sure the quarterback has enough time to put the ball accurate on the receiver. Here, he puts it right on his numbers, allowing him to be able to pick up a lot of yards after the catch.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. It's good! This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.